high school boys varsity matchup here tonight with KDSJ Sports. It's a Black Hills Conference matchup. It's the Hill City boys basketball team. The Rangers make their way here to Spearfish to take on the Spearfish Spartans. And tonight's nightcap on KDSJ-TV. Good evening from the Wolves Plumbing, from the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth, the official sports medicine provider to several high schools in the Black Hills and in Northeast Wyoming. As Clayson Davis and Paul James back in the studio, back in the broadcast booth for tonight's boys basketball matchup between the Spearfish Spartans and the Hill City Rangers. It's our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to a tip-off, being brought to you by Jake's Collision Repair in Spearfish. The Black Hills home team for collision repairs at 4415 East Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish and off exit 32 Junction Avenue in Hill City. As these two teams had an instant classic last season at Gins Gym in Hill City, and these two teams, again, dripping in athleticism. Hill City made the state tournament for the first time in their school's history a season ago, but lost a lot of pieces from that squad. We'll see what they have on store tonight.
That's right, and Hill City, they played, was at St. Thomas More at the end of the season last year, and quite a classic game. And to lose some of those pieces is tough, but what you don't lose sometimes from the other players is kind of an expectation or a realization, hey, we should be here, we need to be here, we deserve to be here. So we'll see what kind of game this puts together tonight in the Black Hills Conference matchup between Spearfish and Hill City.
We will hear from head coach Ben Schultz of the Spearfish Spartans up next as he recaps last week's matchup and also previews the Rangers, as Coach Schultz is coming up next with our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off on KDSJ Sports.
A few guarantees, Jake's Collision Repair stands behind all of their work with a lifetime guarantee. Jake's Collision Repair uses only original parts made by your vehicle's manufacturer instead of lower quality aftermarket parts. Certified technicians work with the latest state-of-the-art equipment, and Jake's Collision Repair is preferred by most insurance companies and works with all of them. Jake's Collision Repair, 2416 Junction Avenue in Sturgis and 4415 East Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish.
Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is here when you need us for the extreme athletes or those everyday activities. From kiddos with broken bones to retirees with creaky knees. Whether you're pumping iron or planting petunias, we'll be in our clinic locations throughout the region working together. Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, getting you moving again so you can confidently say, I'm back. Go to monument.health/orthopedics to find out more.
Ben Schultz of the Spearfish Spartan boys basketball team joins us with our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off between the Spartans and the Hill City Rangers. Coach, we appreciate the time.
Absolutely.
So before we look at the Rangers tonight, let's go back to last week when you guys had a pretty good win versus a Class AA opponent in Rapid City Stevens, a team that has given your Spartans some fits the past few seasons. Talk about what really worked in that game to enable you guys to pull away in that second half.
Yeah, I mean, the first half, it's a Tuesday game after winter break. You got one practice to kind of, kick off the rust and get back out and try to compete and build on the stuff that we've been working on at the beginning of the season. So, it's not a surprise that we had, kind of a sloppy, slow first half. But in the second half, we just had an emphasis of getting to 2 feet with patience in the paint. How Stevens plays, they want to speed you up. They want you to take contested shots right away, where they contest at the rim pretty well. We're going off of 1 foot, so we're not going to get those foul calls in the first half. But in the second half, our boys did a nice job adjusting, of just having patience and having the ball see multiple sides on our offensive possessions and getting the ball in the paint. With patience and 2 feet and balance and be able to pivot and then score. And you saw in the second half that we scored like 19 and 21 in the final 2 quarters. So when we do that, we're really good. We just have to get to it more often and not just, have it be a second half thing. We need to put 4 quarters together.
Guys have been road warriors to start the first quarter of this season, as this is your first home game since the middle of December when you guys hosted Belfouche in the first game of the season. So what does it feel like to actually be able to sleep in your own bed?
Yeah, it feels kind of weird, to be honest with you. Usually on a bus at this time, getting ready to for a road game, but it's nice to be back home. A lot of those road games, AA opponents, 3 of them were, and when you're on the road in AA, it's tough. It doesn't matter what the team's record are. It doesn't matter how bad they lost to someone else. It's a game-to-game basis where they can start playing really well, especially when they're at home. And just with the travel, like having to get off the bus and play, like that's a tough thing to battle as a high school kid. So for us to be able to be 4-0 with that 3-game road stretch against AA opponents is really nice.
As head coach Ben Schultz joins us with KDSJ Sports. Seemed like a few of your boys got a little bit banged up with that Rapid City Stevens game last week. What does the injury report and the status of those kids are going into tonight?
Those are calf cramps. That's, being on the couch over Christmas break more so than they have in the past, and maybe not hydrated to the level that they need to be for that game. But, nothing out of the ordinary for injury report. Had a couple ankles last week in practice, a couple sprains, but Bennett Corton and Carson Sire looking good in practice and feeling confident. So nothing to report for the injuries.
Now looking at your opponent tonight, the Hill City Rangers, a team that made the Class A state tournament a year ago. What do you see from this year's edition of the Rangers?
Yeah, they play the same as they did last year. The biggest difference is they don't have their point guard from last year. He graduated, and they also had another forward that got a lot of offensive rebounds and could really put pressure on the defense. But both those guys graduated, so Hill City's trying to kind of figure themselves out. They have 3 players that are really dangerous. They haven't necessarily all put it together yet. They just had a really tough stretch of road games, playing, West Central, Mobridge, and then Rapid City Christian. What was that, 2 nights ago? So they went through a tough road stretch there. And now they're coming in here, and I feel like they might feel like they have their backs up against the wall that they need to, push through. But they're a very dangerous team. Messick and Brewer are both phenomenal guards that can absolutely light it up. We've seen them, Brewer last year when he was with Douglas, he had like 25 points against us in that tight matchup. So we're fully expecting, a competitive game tonight, and we got to be focused if we want to go 1-0 tonight.
And finally, Coach, what are your keys to a win versus Hill City?
We got to hold them to 1 shot of possession. Hill City, they're comfortable with taking tough shots, and when I say they're comfortable, they're capable of making those too. They're a big momentum team. When one goes down, you can expect, them to hit 2 or 3 more in a row. So we got to be able to understand that we just have to keep forcing them into those tough shots, and if they hit them, we can't get flustered. We have to stay focused on what we need to do offensively to score with that. And then if we hold them to 1 shot of possession and make them pay for taking those tougher shots, when they do miss them, we got to rebound.
Awesome. Well, Coach, we appreciate you joining us with KDSJ Sports. Good luck in tonight's matchup.
Appreciate it.
That's head coach Ben Schultz of the Spearfish Spartans joining us with our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off. More of our pregame show coming up right after this.
You see them everywhere. That's because Heinzerling Concrete of Spearfish is the most trusted name for everything from driveways, sidewalks, decorative stamp patios, and of course, foundations. Heinzerling Concrete is proud to support the activities that help our area youth build their foundation for future success. Whatever the job, Heinzerling Concrete is the name you can trust. Google Heinzerling Concrete in Spearfish or call 210-2320.
Beef Logic, Inc. is proud to sponsor South Dakota's high school and collegiate athletes this season as they work alongside their partners at the South Dakota Beef Industry Council to deliver the Build Your Base Sports Nutrition Program at local high schools and colleges around the state and the country. Are you looking for a simple, easy-to-follow program that can help you and your family optimize performance both on and off the field of play? Check out buildyourbase.org and learn why beef continues to be the premier protein for athletic performance and recovery.
And we'll come back to the Spearfish High School gym with our Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off between the Spearfish Spartans and the Hill City Rangers. Let's take a look at the Rangers from the Southern Hills. The Rangers, head coached by Laramie Harvey in the Black Hills Conference. They're coming off their first ever trip to the state tournament in their 107-year history, with a 6th place finish and with losses to both Hamlin in their opening round and West Central in the Consolidation Championship. They did get a semifinal win over Clark Willow Lake in the consolation semis, and the Rangers graduated 9 seniors from a season ago. Hill City is battling through the toughest part of their schedule. This is their 4th game in 6 days.
Oh!
They have been busy after the Christmas break. They've been playing a lot of basketball and lost to a really good and emerging Mapaialuta squad. Then they lost to going to be the #1 team in Class AA, Coach Hammerbeck's West Central Trojans, and also lost to Rapid City Christian and Mobridge, Pollock, and Madison. The only win on the road for the Rangers comes at New Underwood. The Rangers are undefeated at home versus Hot Springs and Kadoka area, but they have struggled on the road, and they've struggled on the road versus winning teams. They are 1-3 on the road and 1-4 versus teams with a winning record. Spearfish is unfortunately both of those for the Rangers, as the Rangers are led in scoring by Zane Messick, senior guard, 17.3 points per contest. And again, he went off for double-digit points versus Spearfish a season ago in that overtime classic at Ginn's Gym. Against Spearfish and the Rangers, this has been a series dominated by Spearfish, actually, since 2006. The Spartans, again, lead the series. Actually, the graphic's not even right. They lead 12 games to 2. Since 2012, they've won 3 of the last 4. Spearfish has had win streaks of 5 and 6 games in that span. As again, the Rangers are trying to find their groove this season after again losing 9 seniors to graduation. Also helping out with scoring is also senior guard Dex Franzen. He is shooting around 13.7 points per game. As the Rangers, they can make tough shots. Don't be surprised to make some surprising shots for the Rangers. They have the green light anywhere on the gym, and they're able to make some tough shots even when the defense thinks that they have the Rangers under wraps. Franzen, quote-unquote, hardest worker on the team, according to head coach Laramie Harvey, and Messick provides the leadership that graduated a season ago. The big man on the inside, that is Brinson Venenklassen. You might remember him from football, as Venenklassen was the all-star quarterback for the Rangers. He'll be the big man on the inside. Also, the Rangers having some new faces. Paul, does the name Isaiah Brewer ring a bell? Because he was a Douglas Patriot a year ago and went off versus the Spartans a year ago. Number 22 for the Rangers. He is now a Hill City Ranger after playing the Spartans really close a season ago. Let's go to our Dana Dental Arts starting lineups. I'll let our family care for your family. And this is how the boys starters will go. First off for Hill City, they'll start Mason Bueller, a guard. They also start Zane Messick, averaging 17.3 points per game, a senior guard. Brenson Venenklassen, a senior forward at 6'1". Isaiah Brewer is a senior guard, a former Douglas Patriot, and also Dax Franzen scoring 13.7 points per game, starting for Coach Harvey's Rangers. Meanwhile, for the Spearfish Spartans, this is how they will start. Bennett Gorton's a guard at 5'11", a senior, for scoring around 10 points per game. Cameron Davis is a senior guard at 6'2", 3 points per game, 7 rebounds a contest as well. Mason Southern's the point guard, a much improved junior guard at 5'8". He is again a junior, scoring around 5.8 points per game, 5 assists a game to lead the Spartans. Cade Vavruska is a junior forward, leading scorer for the Spartans early this season, 15 points a contest with 8 rebounds a game. And Cooper Gibbs, the trash man on the inside, he is averaging 6.8 points per game 6.3 rebounds a contest, and he had 13 rebounds versus Rapid City Stevens just a week ago. As again, it's Meet the Spartans night. The student section's up on their feet. Tip goes to Spearfish, and we're underway here live from the Spearfish High School gym. Mason Southern with the ball over to Corton inside Vavruska. Again, 15 points a contest, going up strong against the glass, and he breaks open scoring for the Spartans.
Yeah, Cade got positioned down there, kind of looked to see what he could do, backed his defender down, and comes up with 2.
So now the Rangers with the ball. Messick, again, the Rangers, they can shoot anywhere, anytime on the floor. Even it doesn't matter if the Spartan defense thinks they have them under wraps. As now driving through the lane, here's Dax Franzen. High floater off the back rim, no good. Rebounding will also be a big deal for the Spartans, not allowing the scoring Rangers too many second chance opportunities. Here's a tough layup scored by Cade Vavruska. 4 points already for the junior to get started this contest.
Boy, nice job by Cade handling his body as he slipped between the defenders.
Isaiah Brewer, the former Douglas Patriot, out to Franzen. Dax, 13 points a contest. Again, the Rangers can score from anywhere, especially that kid, Zane Messick, 17 points a game. He had around that much versus Spearfish a year ago, but he dribbles it off his foot, not before Bennett Corton, forcing the ball out of bounds. Hill City on the season, 55 points a game, allowing 59, so they have been hit or miss on both sides of the ball as Cade Vavruska forces the turnover.
Yeah, tipped it, went off the defender, out of bounds. We look at it quick on the Tropical Smoothie Cafe replay, and you can see it right there, Goff, one of the Rangers.
So Cade Vavruska already making an impact on this game early. He gets the ball now into the corner to Bennett Corton. Corton dribbles it out of bounds, but it stays here because it will go off of Franzen.
That was one that I thought that Bennett just simply lost, but they keeps with the Spartans.
Here's Cooper Gibbs on the inside. Jumper is deflected and blocked by Venenclassen. 6'1" athlete. Hill City, not a lot of size, but they have athletic height, so they are able to jump up and get rebounds, something that Spearfish cannot allow too many second chance opportunities as the Rangers will make you pay. Missed shot on the other end by the Rangers. Up floor, Corton. Here's Vavruska through the lane, dip off over to Gibbs, gets the kiss off the front of the rim and good.
Cooper Gibbs right there getting the nice dish, and guys playing unselfishly at this point.
6-0 run for Spearfish. Getting close to the halfway point in the first quarter. Isaiah Brewer guarded by Cam Davis. Brewer, the former Patriot, step back three-pointer, back rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Gibbs. So Spearfish dominating the boards early. In the corner, corner three, Davis off rim, no good. Rebound, though, is controlled by Brewer as Venenclassen and Gibbs will be fighting with one another the entire night for those oh-so-important offensive and defensive boards. Brewer has the ball go off of himself, and a turnover, unforced error by the Rangers, as now Bueller will hit a chair. Mason Bueller. Here comes number 10 and number 20 as Isaiah Brewer also takes a seat. And we'll have, I believe that is number 20, which is Nick Schrader. And number 10, which is Brody Moriarty. Here's Gibbs, jumper on the inside, nice little floater in the lane, that's good.
Cooper getting his height and his jumping ability, using that as an advantage, knocking down a couple.
Speaking of transfers, another transfer on the floor. Brody Moriarty is a former Rapid City Central Cobbler now for the Rangers. Does the transfer portal exist in high school sports?
No, you don't have to enter anything, you just change schools.
Do they get NIL deals?
I don't think so.
Oh. If they did, I went to high school in the wrong era.
Wrong era. Yep, me too. Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah, no kidding. Before we know it, Cam Davis is going to be for Sioux Falls, Washington, and we're going to lose our minds.
Right.
As now a steal on the inside, goes quickly up floor to Corton. Corton, layup right to the rim, good. And Spearfish, how about 10-0 start? Keeping the explosive Hill City Rangers scoreless close to the halfway point. Dax Franzen dribbles baseline, kicks it back out. Franzen, man defense on Cade Vavruska. Franzen switches over to Davis, trying to find an opening. Jump shot, here's a nice little floater from jump shot from the free throw line, and it's good. Hill City breaking the 10-0 scoring drought with 4:03 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, he was able to get Davis off his feet. Now the reverse layup for Mason Southern.
So Southern gets his name into the recap with his first bucket, still a 10-point lead. As now we're at a 12-2 mark. Keeping track of some stats here on KDSJ Sports. Messick in the game, makes a move and is fouled by Corton, but Bennett will get a little too much body as Messick got himself into a little bit of a tricky situation, but bailed out by Corton trying to go for the killer block.
Yeah, he tried to Euro out of that, almost did it too, and well, did it good enough to draw the foul.
So Messick will get his first point of the night. Again, Messick 17.3 points a contest, as now we'll have Ashar Hodges, Carson Sire enter for Corton and Gibbs. So a little bit bigger lineup. Sire probably had his best game as a varsity Spartan last week versus Stevens. We got a timeout.
And yep, I didn't catch who took that timeout.
Hill City, I believe. Yep, it is the Rangers taking their first timeout. They'll give us a chance to look at our matchup menu, being brought to you by the South Dakota Beef Industry Council and Beef Logic. As again, right here on your television screen or your mobile device, Hill City is at Spearfish in the Black Hills Conference matchup. This is the girls' matchup menu, I just now realized. Let's try that again. Let's try
this one.
Where were we?
There we go.
There we are. Well, Hill City's still at Spearfish, if you believe that. Jones County is at Phillip, visiting the Scotties. Faith is at Timberlake. Pine Ridge at St. Francis Indian. It's around my neck of the woods. Bison at Takini, and then Armac College basketball tonight, starting at 5 o'clock, was the Yellow Jackets taking on the Regis Rangers, and then South Dakota School of Mines at MSU Denver. So that's a look at our matchup menu, being brought to you by Beef Logic and the South Dakota Beef Industry Council. Here's the Spartans on offense now, and Southern will lose the ball out of bounds and a turnover.
Well, that's some real good Hill City defense, as Southern was not able to get around Nick Schroeder.
So now Spearfish on defense, leading by 8 after a 10-0 run. Pick and roll inside to Venenklassen. He lost the ball and tried picking it up as he was rolling out of bounds, and he will commit the turnover.
Yep.
Venenklassen, though, 6'1", was a tight end last season for the Rangers. He was their quarterback, and he put up points for the Rangers in a very successful football season for the 9-man Class 9 AA Hill City Rangers. Have really made 9-man football a home here in the Black Hills.
Yeah, a couple of years into that.
As now they go underneath, and Cade Vavruska went up with the body and will commit the foul on Brody Moriarty. So Vavruska will pick up his first foul. They'll send Brody Moriarty to the line for 2, and he does not connect on the first one. So that will send back Bueller and Brewer. Second free throw is good, but a foul underneath on Spearfish. So the free throw, I believe, will not count.
I think. Did they leave it up on the board?
I just see 5.
I don't.
So
I see 5 is, yeah.
So only 1 point scored for Moriarty, and Spearfish committing the turnover on the other side. Here's Messick. He loses the ball. That goes up in the air. Bodies hitting the floor, eventually stolen by Carson Sire. Vavruska, handoff, Davis, reverse layup, blocked by Moriarty. And up floor, Davis can't get the putback. Brewer hits the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, kind of a mess down there. The Spartans weren't able to make that one work, but they keep possession of the basketball.
So Southern, to trigger the inbounds play, goes to Davis. He is scoreless this contest. Second leading scorer. Top key is Shar Hodges over to Davis. Here's the elbow three, money.
He heard you.
Blasted that one through the rim, and Davis, again, after I was talking trash from up here in the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth, picks up his first three of the night. Jumper from the free throw line is no good from Dax Franzen. Now here's Southern quickly up the floor. Southern, a dish out to Davis, who hit a three moments ago. Gets a screen from Hodges, spin move, left hand, and can't get it to go because that will be a travel.
Oh, they called a travel on that one, Will. You decide. Spin.
There may have been a little step in there we might have missed. So it's still a 10-point lead, 15-5 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Spearfish started off this contest with a 10-0 run. Here's a deep three that's off rim, no good by Brewer. Now up floor is Mason Southern. Southern wanted to dish it over to Carson Sire, but
faked out his own guy.
Yeah. Even if Sire did get the ball, he had two Hill City Rangers right on him, and he was underneath the basket, so there really weren't a lot of options where Sire could go.
Not too much.
Minute 5 left to go in the first quarter, 15-5. Here's a lob on the backside. Thomas Hughes plays great defense on Zane Messick. Now the Spartans will push it up the floor. Here's Davis. Euro step and the layup.
Cam's trying to get the rest of the guys fired up there after a nice looking layup as he finished that one.
So now under 40 seconds left to go. Messick thought about the jump shot, will go outside to Franzen. He has done most of the ball handling duties for the Rangers. Messick through the lane floater. That might have been partially deflected, and it will go off of Hill City. Let's take a look at that play real quick in our Tropical Smoothie Cafe replay.
Boy, we got a lot of replay-worthy. It doesn't look like it, but there was a lot of contact down below there.
Might have just left it short.
Yeah. I think he was worried more about drawing some contact than actually hitting the rim.
So now with 20 seconds left to go. Shot clock is turned off for Coach Schultz. With Southern with the inbound. Southern, Sire, Davis, Thomas Hughes, Ashar Hodges. Southern cross court over to Hughes. Hughes back to Southern. Southern elbow three, rims off, no good. Ashar Hodges, put back, not quite there.
I didn't know if that would count or not, if he was able to catch it and put it down, but he didn't. He missed it, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter.
End of one, 17-5, and athletes galore here in Spearfish. We'll be back with quarter number 2 on your hometown stream for your hometown team, KDSJ-TV.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
No matter what life throws in your direction, Dana Dental Arts and Spearfish reminds you to make you and your family's dental health a top priority. Putting off small problems now can lead to big ones later. We are small enough to feel like family, but big enough to bring you the latest technology. Before your lives get too hectic with school, sports, and other extracurricular activities, schedule a comprehensive exam now. We love our patients. Celebrating 50 years of dentistry in Spearfish.
Let our family care for your family.
And we're back after that timeout. Clayson Davis and Paul James from the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth. Happy New Year to everyone tuning in on KDSJ-TV. Paul, did you have a good New Year?
It was a good New Year. It's been a great New Year. I don't think we've been below 20 degrees, have we?
No. I could spit on the ground, and that would double the precipitation amount we've had here in the Northern Black Hills.
It would, unfortunately.
As we return to the action, Isaiah Brewer backing up Davis outside. Here's an elbow three that's off rim, no good, but the rebound goes straight to Eckert, who had the shot, but Eckert has the ball go out of bounds, and
he was a little upset of himself there. Could dribble it off his foot.
It's Mason Bueller, not Eckert. Eckert wears number 1. Bueller is wearing number 2, stepping into one of those starting roles. We saw Devin Bueller a season ago control the pace for the Hill City Rangers. He could shoot from anywhere in the gym as well. As Corton lost the ball after the spin move, but he will head to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, it was quite a move there. He sure sold it, and the defense went flying as well. And he gets a foul out of the bunch, so that to the line.
Yes. So Corton, first free throw off mark, no good. Haven't recognized tonight's officials yet. Our officials are Law on the Court, being brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, as Corton hits the second free throw. Again, tonight's officials, they are Shane Bartles, Becca Walters, and Dwayne McPherson. So Spearfish now leading by 13 points. The Spearfish girls took care of business earlier today. I cannot find my sheet that had the final score, but that's
I'm going to say 49-35, was it not? Something
53-35.
That was close.
So again, Spearfish girls beating Hill City earlier tonight, 53-35, as Mason Southern dribbles through some traffic and gets his first bucket of the second quarter.
One thing, Mason, when he gets the ball down there, he realized the clock's ticking. I either got to shoot this thing or get it out of here, because he is not quite the height. And now a quick feed down low. That is Moriarty.
Brody Moriarty, the former Rapid City Central Cobbler. As we talked to head coach Laramie Harvey earlier today, saying Moriarty adding some much needed size to the Rangers. Again, a little bit smaller squad. They've traditionally not had a lot of height, but they've made up for it in hustle and athleticism. But Moriarty adding some much needed help in the size department. Still trying to figure out the schemes and getting used to the tempo that Hill City plays at. But again, getting some valuable minutes. Speaking of valuable minutes, here's Carson Sire with a nice little floater in the lane.
Sire getting in the scoring column there. Taking a few games for him to kind of get in the flow. Again, he missed early on with some ankle problems.
Yeah, Spartans dealing with a few ankle issues as well earlier this week in practice, as it's a good-looking shot from Isaiah Brewer, his first bucket. And now the Rangers are close to doubling their point total from the first quarter. Vavruska's three is off the mark. Brewer triggers the play, tries to make the move, now throws it over to Franzen. It's one thing that the Rangers have struggled with this season, according to head coach Laramie Harvey. That's playing together as a team. They've had good individual plays, but haven't been able to just put all the pieces together yet so far this season. As the Rangers, again, on a 3-game losing streak, lost to West Central, who was at then the number 2 team in the state. They just beat arguably probably the best team in the state regarding of all classes, Sioux Falls Christian, on Tuesday. And then the Rangers lost to Rapid City Christian and Mulbridge Pollock during the Madison Classic. Deep three off, no good by Messick, and then a battle underneath for the rebound between Moriarty and Mason Southern.
Spearfish will win that battle because the arrow is pointing that way, so.
Into the game for the Rangers is Alan Harvey, 5'5" sophomore guard. As Sire goes baseline, couldn't quite get the block, get by the block of Venon Clausen, as that's enough to Making an errant pass up floor. Here's a quick layup on the other side. Zane Messick, his 4th point of the game, and now the Rangers have got back to within 11. Southern baseline, backs up Allen, and Allen Harvey gives up the layup from Mason Southern.
Mason Southern has had some luck from inside thus far.
You don't see very many kids get backed down by Mason Southern.
No, he does give up a little height.
But finds a favorable matchup with Allen Harvey. So now the Rangers trailing again by 13. Messick through the lane. Gosh, he is quick, and that's an easy bucket for Zane Messick.
Yeah, he does make it look easy. He can get around the defender, and lots of times it's clear sailing after that.
Messick again averaging 17 points a contest for Vruska up on Brewer, the former Douglas Patriot. As now Southern wants a screen from Gibbs. Southern's going to go through the lane, and he had no one in front of him.
Southern, I think, in the last 2 minutes has had more points in the paint than he's had all year. He's had 6 in the last 2 minutes.
He scored 6 points this entire quarter. He leads all scorers with 8. 26-13, Spearfish doubling the Rangers. Allen Harvey through the lane, puts on a move outside to Messick. He gets the attention of Carson Sire. Messick, pull up long 2, back rim no good. Rebound goes to Southern. But you just see that shot from Messick. He literally pulls up anywhere, anytime. It doesn't matter if there's a defender on his back hip or not.
No, just it's so fast that if he's on, now a shot, boom.
Cade Vavruska downtown, Spearfish.
Yeah, Cade found himself wide open and said, why not?
It's Cade's 7th point. First bucket in the second quarter. He's averaging 15 a game, and now a steal from Spearfish. Up floor, Cooper Gibbs. Gibbs dribbling. Here's the floater right in front of Brewer. No good, but outside Davis after the rebound from Sire. Sire over to Southern. Southern thought about the corner 3. Will now go inside to Gibbs. Gibbs puts a move on Davis, and Brewer thought he could draw the foul, and he didn't.
I think there was a little bit of acting there. He sure hit the deck pretty hard as Gibbs went inside. Now a steal.
Up floor, Davis can't dunk it. And now you got to get back on defense. Here's a dump off over by Brewer inside to Venenklossen, way outside to Brewer. Brewer deep 3 off rim, no good. Rebound goes to Allen Harvey. Harvey has it swatted out of there by Vavruska. Missed putback by Messick, and the Spartans, after that missed dunk from
Cameron
Davis. There's just so much going on. I'm having a hard time trying to find words. And timeout on the floor. We're going to take one with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds for more Spearfish Spartan High School basketball on KDSJ Sports.
Your vehicle is more than just a ride. It's a part of your life. And Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram will get you road ready. From a multi-point inspection, brakes, batteries, and tires, the certified technicians in Junix Service Department will keep you moving. Schedule your appointment today at Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram on West Jackson in Spearfish.
And welcome back to our Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth, the official sports medicine provider to several high schools in the Black Hills and Northeast Wyoming. A reminder to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page at Black Hills Gold Hits KDSJ and KDSJ-TV, so you stay up to date whether we go live. Ashar Hodges by himself, reverse layup, too easy.
Yeah, Ashar got himself wide open down there, and he didn't miss.
So Hodges into the recap with his first bucket of the night. He averages 2.3 a contest as well as 4 rebounds a game. Hill City needing to find something that works on offense. They've had a few decent looks at a few shots as now Messick through the lane puts up a wild layup, and it's no good. Not getting the calls is Hill City. As here's Thomas Hughes, he moved his pivot foot before he drove in the lane.
Got a little too ahead of himself there as the Spartans turn it back over to Hill City.
And right now for Hill City, they've had some good looks. They just haven't been able to hit as many of those hard shots like they've been able to in years past, which ironically feels a lot like what happened last year when Hill City was cold from the first half, but they got in this game with Devin Bueller and Zane Missick hitting some massive shots in the fourth quarter to force overtime. And that's another reason why they got into the game, and that's from the foul line as Thomas Hughes picks up his first.
Yeah, Hughes kind of got caught a little flat-footed there and didn't move with the offense quick enough and ended up reaching.
Dax Franzen through the lane, a layup in the middle. Hughes does not use the backboard, able to switch hands and gets the layup to go. That is Dax Franzen's fourth point. 35 seconds left to go, 25 on the shot clock. So Spearfish will not be able to play for the final shot. Here's Thomas Hughes, downtown Spearfish.
Yeah, Hughes found himself open and said, well, I know we're trying to run the clock down here, but I got a wide open shot.
Looked like that play was set up for Thomas to hit it from the top of the key. Had a screen from his offensive lineman, Ashar Hodges. And now the Rangers will play for the final shot. Messick sends a Spartan by. He misses the three up floor. And Hughes over to Hodges. Hodges from downtown and about shattered the backboard.
Well, Hodges not the guy you want shooting the three, but when there's 1 second left, you don't care who shoots it.
It's whoever gets it.
Yep, 36-15 as we head to the half. Spearfish leading Hill City. We'll be back with the Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show in a couple minutes after this.
Better, easy with Tropical Smoothie Cafe in Spearfish. Just because you're in a hurry doesn't mean you can't eat better. Made to order smoothies, wraps, sandwiches, and flatbreads that instantly boost your mood. All with delivery available. Plus, check out all the different flavors of smoothie bowls, salads, and even breakfast items. Located off I-90 exit 14 on Platinum Drive, just down the hill from the Holiday Inn. Eat well, live well at Tropical Smoothie Cafe in Spearfish.
Whether you've lived here for years or if you're new to town, everyone wants to know the best place to buy a quality pre-owned car, truck, and SUV, or where to go to have your current ride kept in shape. Brandon Kemp here from Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Need new tires? We got them, all major brands. Your brakes squeaking, or do you just hear something that's not quite right? We can help. Or maybe you're looking to upgrade to something a little more suitable. Well, you came to the right place. Superior Auto Solutions on Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish, or find us online at superiorautost.com.
The Stadium Sports Grill is where sports fans meet in Spearfish. The Stadium is locally owned and operated, and they carry the NFL ticket, NBA package, college sports pack, and stream all BHSU and Spearfish Spartan sporting events. Their famous steak tips and hand-patty burgers will satisfy any sports fan. The Stadium is a full bar and grill, open daily for lunch at 11 a.m. and serving brunch on Sundays starting at 10. Plus, don't forget the scoreboard on Ryan Road next to Safeway. See you soon at the Stadium Sports Grill, Main Street, Spearfish.
Whatever the weather, Wolf's Plumbing and Heating keeps you in the comfort zone with expert heating and air conditioning repair or replacement from American Standard Mitsubishi. For over 70 years, Wolf's Plumbing and Heating has delivered quality service to the Northern Hills and Northeast Wyoming. When you need timely, expert service for heating, cooling, or plumbing, call 605-642-5755 or search Wolf's Plumbing and Heating and stay in the comfort zone.
And welcome back to Spearfish High School Gym as it's the second game of tonight's KDSJ Sports doubleheader between the Spearfish Spartans and the Hill City Rangers. Spearfish leading at halftime by a score of 36-15. It's our Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show brought to you by Wolves Plumbing and Heating in Spearfish. Give them a call at 605-642-5755 or see more at wolfph.com. It's Clayson Davis and Paul James from the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth. Paul, your thoughts on the first 16 minutes?
Well, the Spartans have shown their defense at times, able to create some turnovers, run and gun, trying to get some up-tempo shots going, trying to get some things happening, and have hit a few timely three-pointers as well, too. It's kind of their MO. They like to take it to the hoop, but they'll also like to shoot a couple threes. And And they've kind of been able to get that to work to the tune of a 21-point lead here at the half.
As we look at scoring, first for the Hill City Rangers, I am missing a bucket, so somewhere someone gets 2 points. We'll decide that later. But 4 points from Zane Messick to tie the lead in scoring. Messick and Franzen average 17 and 13 points per game, and they have 4 at the half.
Yeah, and the Spartans know that, obviously, just as well as any other team knows who can score for the Spartans. So the Spearfish Spartans have just been doing a little bit better job, and some of those shots just have not fallen for Hill City.
They've been ice cold. I mean, heck, they gave up a 10-0. In fact, they didn't score their first point till about halfway through the first quarter. They didn't get their first bucket till 4 minutes and 3 seconds.
And looking at some of those plays of the first half right now on KDSJ-TV, as you see Spartans with one of their several three-pointers as well at the half. And well, you'll continue on with the scoring there. Did you hit everybody?
No,
Spearfish yet?
No, not yet. You also had 3 points from Zane Messick. 4 points from Mason Bueller, 3 points from Zane Messick. So Messick is well below his average. We also have 2 points from the former Douglas Patriot, Isaiah Brewer. And Isaiah went off against Spearfish last year in a Patriots uniform, keeping that game versus Douglas about as close as it could get a season ago. Looking at the Spartans now in scoring, they're led by Mason Southern, the junior guard, 5'8" point guard. He averages 5.8 a game and 6 assists a contest. He's now up to 8 points at the half to lead all scorers. Right behind him, though, is Cade Vavruska, who averages 15 a contest. He's got 7. 6 points from Cooper Gibbs, right on his average for the game. Cam Davis has got 5. We got 3 points from Bennett Corton. He's been oddly quiet. 3 points from Thomas Hughes right before half. 2 points from Ashar Hodges and Carson Sire. So that is scoring for the Spartans, as again they lead 36-15. Spearfish outscoring the Rangers in the second half 19-10.
In the second quarter.
Second quarter.
Okay.
So that's a look at scoring. We'll take a break, come back, and look at some scores from the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Up next, here with our Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show on KDSJ-TV.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
Fisher Sand and Gravel of Spearfish supports community and school athletics. Plus, they support community development with services in and around the Black Hills. Fisher is an aggregate company headquartered in Spearfish with 2 local commercial quarries in Beulah and Newcastle, Wyoming. They sell all sizes of aggregates for commercial and individual projects, from a pickup load to thousands of tons. Whatever you need, Fisher Sand and Gravel, proud supporter of all community, college, and high school athletics. Good luck to all teams and athletes competing in today's game.
And welcome back to our Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show here with our KDSJ TV's broadcast of high school basketball. Remember to like this stream and subscribe to KDSJ TV so you stay up to date whenever we go live and so you never miss another live sports broadcast.
Here, I'm going to put everybody to work right now. Listen. If you're at home, listen. Go on the comments and wish our own Clayson Davis a happy birthday.
Legend has it someone turned 24 today.
I thought you were 51, but okay, 24. All right.
You know,
it ages you working, next to me.
I've realized that I am growing white on my beard.
Are you getting white, a little white in there?
I am.
Are you putting a little Just for Men in there so it colors it up a little bit?
It's in my shopping cart. It's in my Amazon shopping cart.
Okay.
Do the points. Do the scoreboard,
will
you please?
It's his birthday. Wish him a happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right, earlier, Spearfish beat Hill City Girls Hoops 53-35 tonight. Brandon Valley all over Brookings tonight. Lennox beat Huron 43-28 tonight. And Harrisburg over Pierre TF Riggs 55-28 as well. Also in girls hoops tonight, we don't have a Hot Springs Bennett County score or a Custer Mapaya-Luda score from tonight as well. And I'm checking to see if we got anybody else on the girls' side. Nope, it's not looking too promising with some of those locations not reporting their scores. Lemon was leading New England, North Dakota 36-17 with 5 minutes left in the third. On the boys' side, Brandon Valley beat Brookings 62-36, the only other AA boys game tonight. Class A, some Class A matchups tonight. Again, not a whole lot of those this evening. Stanley County beating McLaughlin in the second quarter. Pine Ridge, St. Francis Indian, no score on that one for us this evening, unfortunately. And we go to Class B. Timberlake started the fourth quarter leading Faith 46-33. Jones County beat Phillip 54-47 tonight as well. And double checking Bison Takini tonight, but no score reported on that. There you go. It's your Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard.
Well, we'll take a quick timeout, come back with the third quarter start here on KDSJ Sports. It's our Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show, back in 30 seconds.
It's back. The $9.95 Friday Steak Special returns to Deadwood at Maverick Steak and Cocktails. As you dine on delicious bites, watch the Gold Dust Casino action from a table overlooking the gaming floor. Enjoy over 200 of the newest slot machines and table games in Deadwood. Then use your club card for great discounts at the 2 hotels located off Main Street, right in the middle of the action. Get reservations today by calling 605-559-1400 or visiting golddustdeadwood.com.
And welcome back to Spearfish High School Gymnasium for tonight's broadcast between the Spearfish Spartans and the Hill City Rangers. Spearfish outscoring Hill City 17-5 in quarter number 1, 19-11 in quarter number 2 to make it 36-15 at 36-15 at halftime. They outscored Hill City 19-10 in the second quarter. We all know that math is not my strong suit, and even another year wiser, Paul, it's still terrible.
Even with the white in the beard, huh?
This makes me lose in memory. Nice little short jumper by Hill City Zane Messick to start off scoring, and this is what happened last season for the Spartans. There's my last point. It went to Messick. That's who I forgot to give it to. But
Vavruska down low scores for the Spartans, and their lead still 21.
So 2 points apiece for each athlete. As now Hill City with a short jumper from Dax Franzen, off no good. And Venenclassen and Gibbs have been battling underneath the entire night. So far, advantage Gibbs. Corton through the lane, floater off no good. Gibbs just jumps over Venenclassen and rips it away for the putback.
He just out-muscled him on that one, grabbed the ball away and was right there, easy too.
So Cooper Gibbs adding to his point total. He's got 8 on the night. And Brewer forgot the plane ticket and he traveled.
All right, so back the other way, the Spartans go with the 23-point lead.
And head coach Laramie Harvey's squad made the state tournament for the first time in school history a season ago. The city's been around for 107 years, and this was the first time they ever made the state dance.
Wow, what a year.
Again, beating St. Thomas More twice in that season as well. Here's a steal up floor that Bueller, Davis cannot get the putback, and now on the other side, here's Cooper Gibbs running the floor and back-to-back points.
Spearfish just beat him down the floor, just said, hey, let's get it going, and quick passes up the floor, and now a quick timeout.
I don't think Coach Laramie Harvey is too happy with the start that his team has had here in the third quarter. So he'll take a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with him with about 6:11 left to go in quarter number 3. It's 42-19 Spearfish over the Rangers. Back with more Spearfish Spartan basketball on KDSJ-TV.
Safe, secure, and affordable. That's what False Bottom Creek Containers and Storage is all about. New or used, multiple size and door options. We've got the perfect storage container for you, and we can even deliver it with no special equipment needed. You can buy or rent. It's available on-site, or we can bring it right to you and set it up where you need it. We offer flexible storage for every need, and Kelly the Container Queen is in the office and ready to help. Give us a call today at 605-641-1555 or visit our website at fbccontainersandStorage.com.
14 Hills Auto with their your favorite to get the more
Food at a fair price. That's what you expect, and that's what you'll get at the Millstone Family Restaurant in Spearfish. Perfect for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or to grab a bite to eat before or after the game. Choose from daily specials, and a trip to the fresh soup and salad bar is always a hit. Plus, the Millstone can accommodate larger groups, like buses or your next meeting in their private party room. So, if it's just you and a friend or the whole team, get a great meal at a great price. The Millstone Family Restaurant in Spearfish.
Back after that Hill City timeout, the Rangers with a layup from Franzen's off the mark, no good. Quickly up the floor is the Spartans. Inside, Cameron Davis, and Spearfish is just flat out running the Rangers.
They are. They're beating them down the floor, getting the passing angles, making the passes, and then finishing off in the layups.
Cam Davis' first points of this quarter, 44-19. As here's Messick, jumper, off rim, no good. Man, Hill City has just not been able to hit any points tonight.
Yeah, it's like they're shooting through a smaller rim, but some nights it's like that.
Here's Gibbs trying to make a move on Franzen, puts in a shoulder, doesn't have a shot, and there will be a 3-second call on Cooper Gibbs as he pitched a tent in the lane.
I was wondering, it seemed like he had been in there for quite a while, and they got him.
So now with Franzen with the point guard duties, Hill City will slow it down. Here's Messick, top the key, goes inside.
Good D.
Tried forcing it to Beninklassen, was not there. Davis over to Corton. Corton, floater over to Southern. Three-pointer, off rim, no good. And Hill City with the ball. They'll push it quickly up the floor to Franzen. Franzen tries to make a move on Southern. Jumper in the middle of the lane, rolls off the rim, and gets it to go.
Nice job. Reverse, kind of backed him down and able to hit the jumper.
So Dax Franzen now up to 6 points. Southern baseline. The ball is deflected in the air by Bueller. And Beninklassen with the steal. Mason Bueller, the guard/forward for the Rangers. Short shot by Bueller, and then Beninklassen and, that was Messick with the shot, and they both roll out of bounds. They both pursued the ball.
Well, they can't fault them for not hustling. Both of them went after that ball.
So into the game now is Carson Sire for Spearfish and Brody Moriarty. So the Southern boy crossing the timeline. Here's Cam Davis, top the key, Carson Sire. Sire has the ball deflected, and he hits it over to Southern. Now Davis will drive through the lane, spin move, and the ball is knocked off of his leg. Good defense from Zane Messick. Even though the shots are not falling for Hill City at all this contest, the boys are playing hard.
They are. I mean, they're hustling. They're getting. If they would have hit maybe 50% of the shots they've missed, this would probably be an entire different game. But they've missed a lot of shots.
Bueller trying to put work on Sire. Now through the middle of the lane. Outside, three by Franzen, and hit the bottom of the net, and good. That could be the spark that the Rangers need.
And they needed something, as that still makes it a 20-point lead for Spearfish.
So Messick, 5 points this quarter, and then a foul on the other end. Nick Schrader, the guilty party with the foul. Mason Southern will trigger the inbounds, not before Cade Vavruska and Ashar Hodges will re-enter the contest. No Hill City subs. 3:26 left to go in the third quarter. Of course, after the fourth quarter, we'll have our Stadium Sports Grill post-game show. As Davis able to control the ball, top key, swung around to Sire into the corner, Vavruska going baseline, and he beats the Rangers to the glass.
A nice strong move by Vavruska to finish that one off.
So Vavruska, let's give him 11 on the night. Lead is back up to 22 for the Spartans. Bueller, Franzen, he hit the last three, puts a move in on Davis, reverse layup, and it's good. He almost used Hashar Hodges as a little bit of a screen on his own teammates in order to get some separation on Davis.
And that was a nifty little move. Boy, once he got down there past the defense, it's almost the guarantee he's going to score. Here's Vavruska.
Downtown, no good, but Hashar Hodges was by himself to order a drink and still put the put back.
Yeah, nice job by Hashar, making sure he got the put back. And now a layup.
So layups by Mason Bueller. That's actually his first 2 points of the game. Here's a three, and it's bingo. Carson Sire from long range.
Carson knocked one down out there again. Like I said, he's just getting back in the flow.
Didn't see much of Sire a season ago. Messick couldn't get the first shot to go, but the putback is good. Cam Davis with the foul. You could tell both of these teams, you can see how both of these squads had successful football seasons, as very athletic, and a lot of these same athletes that were on the gridiron are on the hardwood.
That's right.
Both teams.
That's right, and they're so athletic. They can play all those games, and you can see they've put in the time in the weight room. A couple of the guys just built like you know what, and that really, really helps, not only with obviously strength on the floor, grabbing the ball, shooting the ball, but just your stamina, how long you can keep it up for an entire game.
Sire's got the green light from downtown, couldn't get his second three-pointer to go. Quickly up floor, Franzen gets the ball underneath, and a high arcing shot's no good, but Sire controls the rebound, but he throws it off of the shoe of Southern.
Yeah, kind of tried to get rid of it, get it out to Southern quick in a quick outlet, but not a very good pass.
So now Schrader will hit the bench for Coach Harvey, and we'll see, I believe, Bueller back. Not before we have a timeout by Coach Laramie Harvey. I believe that will keep him with 3 left.
30-second
30-second. Let's see what's going on with our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Oh, yeah, college football playoff is on tonight.
Oh, it is?
Miami and Ole Miss.
Really?
Yeah, the battle between two teams, one that head coach has left before they even went to the playoffs. And they're going up against a team that didn't even win their own conference, let alone invited to their own conference championship game.
Fourth quarter, Miami 17, Ole Miss 16.
Really? That is a low-scoring affair.
16. Looks like, I believe, Miami has the football.
So that was actually kind of the game that I was excited to watch. Of course, tomorrow we'll have Indiana and Oregon, so pretty much the Big Ten championship all over again, even though it was Ohio State and Indiana, but Oregon was a better team. Here's a steal by Vavruska up the floor. Vavruska has his ball swatted away, but not before a foul from Brody Moriarty.
That was kind of the no layup rule in effect there, as Vavruska was trying to break free, and we've seen him do a little harm to that basket before in the past, and in the Sodak 16 game, I'm sure his eyes got big.
Vavruska, it seems like each game this season, I mean, he's the leading scorer for the Spartans, but he just quietly puts up 12 to 15 points a game.
Not very flashy, just kind of does his job.
But he can shoot threes, he can rebound, plays hard on the inside, deep three. Bueller hits the backboard, and that's about it. Here's Thomas Hughes with the rebound. Swung over to Sire. Shar Hodges on the inside. He gets it at the free throw line. Step back. Shar Hodges back rim, no good. But the rebound is saved by Hodges inside Sire. Here's Hughes into a little bit of trouble. Throws it way back outside to Southern. Now inside Vavruska. Vavruska trying to find some pay dirt. He does.
Cade making his way down low and scoring, putting the Spartans back up 25. And I think we do we have a technical?
I don't know.
Maybe a warning?
I think a warning. Warning on head coach Laramie Harvey. Again, our law on the court being brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection.
He is barking at the officials. You can hear that.
As there's Zane Messick splitting through the Spartans and getting a bucket. He just flies through the air.
Yeah, he just glides, man. He
defies the laws of physics.
He looks weightless.
So now with about a second between the shot clock and game clock, Southern taking his time.
Not seeing a count on this, which...
Here's Southern splitting through the double team, and that was probably one of the more easier last-second shots for Mason Southern. Now up floor at the buzzer, three-pointer by Messick, no good. Rebound, Franzen's putback is good, but he doesn't get it to fall. Usually how that story goes.
A little too late, yep.
Southern up to 10 points. Spearfish up to a 57-32 lead. Here with one more quarter left to go. You're watching Spearfish High School basketball live on KDSJ-TV on YouTube and on Facebook. Fourth quarter up after this.
Come with me now.
For 20 years, there's been a better alternative for car repair in Spearfish and the Northern Black Hills. It's Auto Doctor, with their 2 ASC certified mechanics who each have over 40 years of experience and their state-of-the-art facility. They'll treat your vehicle like it's theirs. From mechanical repairs, brakes, alignments, tires, AC work, and more, Auto Doctor also provides advanced diagnostics. From Audis to Volkswagens, if your car is ill, we're the pill. Auto Doctor off Exit 14 Heritage Drive, Spearfish.
If it can be imagined, it can be created. Eaton Construction in Belle-Fourche specializes in site development for your next commercial project. Size is no issue. Earth moving for grading on any level. Utility installation for single projects or entire subdivisions. Whatever the project, Eaton Construction has it handled. Gravel hauling, construction of roads from scratch and down to basements. You know who you need for the job. Eaton Construction. Call 605-210-2223 today. That's 605-210-2223.
Hill and Optical.
After that, timeouts. We got a bucket here on the near side, I believe. I missed it, Paul. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't catch who got it there either.
But there is a bucket on this side, and that is good for Hill City. I believe that was Franzen again.
I think it was Vavruska last time. He's shooting again, missed the three-pointer. Rebound Gibbs, though.
Putback by Gibbs is off no good. And Messick and Davis. Davis is able to get a Corton. Corton to Southern, great look.
Yeah, Southern got the slice to the hoop and finished off the left side layup.
61-34 on the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Messick will get fouled by Vavruska on the 3, so Messick will now head to the line for 3 free throws.
Sneaky good idea. As Messick knew Vavruska was kind of hanging around behind him here, so he, well, I'll put it up. Maybe I can draw a foul.
So Zane Messick, his first free throw is good. At 6, now up to 11 points. And he hits the 12th. So 2 for 2 from the free throw line after that foul from Vavruska. Cade now has 2 fouls in the game. Third and final free throw is true as well.
You got the old 3 shots, knocked them down.
So Messick quietly getting close to his average on the season. Most of it through free throws. Here's a steal up floor and a slam dunk on the other side by Venenklassen.
Yeah, he was wide open. He took the opportunity and he didn't miss his.
Venenklassen, the Only 2 points for him tonight has come on that dunk. The starting quarterback for the Rangers, Franzen, picks up a foul, his first. Inbounds to Southern. Guarded by Mason Bueller. Top key Gibbs, now Corton. Bennett, top the key, Davis. Getting the attention of Messick. Davis backing down Messick, and the floater is true. That is too easy for Cam Davis. He's got 9 inside the lane by Hill City, no good. Messick able to get the rebound, throws it to the outside to Franzen. Franzen thought about the 3, trying to put a move on Southern. Outside, downtown Spearfish. Messick hits a big tray.
Yeah, boy, when he heats up, you can see how he can put some points on the board in a hurry.
63-42. Still down by 21 points, but Messick now up to 16. Though here is Corton able to force the foul. Couldn't get the layup to go for the 3-point play, but Messick will be the guilty party.
Yeah, he kind of got underneath Corton, gave him a high five as he went by him there at the free throw line.
Second foul this quarter. Of course, we'll have our Stadium Sports Grill post-game show coming up after this contest. We'll go through the stats, name a superior performer, look at the scoreboard and what happened around the state. We'll talk about what's next for all 4 of these teams tonight on KDSJ Sports and go home.
There you go. Watch the end of the game, maybe?
Maybe. Might maybe listen to it while packing up.
Yeah.
Bueller through the lane. A little roll action over to Bennett Clausen. He gets his 4th point of the game, and now it's a 20-point contest. Southern trying to get by Bueller into the corner. Here's Vavruska. Vavruska goes right into a Hill City defender, and Mason Bueller able to force the charge.
Yeah, Cade not very happy with that call, but I think maybe his teammates would tell him, hey, man, we're up 20. Let's not worry about it too much and just go back and do it again.
Cade's coach, Coach Ben Schultz, also having some questions with that call. Deep 3, here's Messick, and uh-oh.
Boy, there it is. You said he can shoot from anywhere, and he's been doing that lately, and now the ball almost stolen. As now it's a 17-point lead. There's still 5 minutes left on the clock on this one. You can't just stop playing.
They can score in an instant.
Yeah, and Hill City has not stopped playing. So
no, again, if they hit even a quarter of these shots in the first quarter, it would have been probably a 1 or 2 point game. But yeah, now you have Messick and Franzen starting to warm up from the outside.
Whoa.
Spearfish with a wild pass. Got to control the ball, because the Rangers are starting to find their stride. Here's Corton able to get the foul, and he will head to the line for 2.
And a good job by Bennett there, drawing, not getting out of control, going into the hoop with the plan, and got the defense up in the air, and they ended up fouling him.
Messick's got 9 points this quarter. He had 6 at half.
Okay. Yeah, you can see when he comes alive.
He's got 19 on the game as Corton hits the first free throw.
And these are big free throws here to stop the scoring drought.
Bennett now with 5. He averages 10 a contest. As Cade will take a seat. Cam Davis in the game, 1 for 2 from the free throw line was Bennett Corton. Now for the Spartans, you need to play defense on that guy. Able to go into the corner, Dax Franzen, corner 3 off rim, no good. Rebound is, putback's no good, as that is Hill City and Brody Moriarty missing the putback, and then he commits the frustration foul on the floor.
Yeah, and that's for, if you're a Hill City fan, man, you really wanted that one. They were a golden opportunity to get a couple of points there and get the game to within 16.
As now Southern with the ball. Crossing the half-court line, and will hand off to Sire. Sire over to Davis. Look to Spearfish to maybe just run their half-court set, burn some clock, and hunt for a shot. Southern at the free throw line, outside to Sire. 15 left to go on the shot clock. No look pass into the corner. Corner three. Cam Davis off rim, no good. Rebound goes straight to Dax Franzen. Franzen gets the drive stopped by Davis. Franzen now going through the lane. Floater in front of Shar Hodges. That one hit the moon and down and good.
We'll take a look at that on the Tropical Smoothie Cafe replay. Man, high arcing shot. Just put it in the right spot to knock it down for Hill City, and the lead down to 16.
So the Rangers slowly but steadily starting to make a comeback in this one, and a big part has come from scoring. Dax Franzen, Venin Clausen, and also Messick. We'll take a timeout. Be back with the rest of this exciting fourth quarter here on KDSJ-TV.
Been helping families see clearly for over 50 years. They're more than just an eye care center. They're part of your community, committed to keeping your family's vision healthy and strong. From kids' first eye exams to the perfect frames for every family member, they're here to make your experience easy, affordable, and comfortable. Come visit Pillin Optical, where your family's vision is their top priority, because seeing life's special moments starts with healthy eyes. Pillin Optical, caring for your family one pair of eyes at a time.
And welcome back. Clayson Davis and Paul James from the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth. Thank you to more of our KDSJ sports sponsors here on KDSJ-TV, including the Millstone Family Restaurant, Monument Health. I also want to thank Pillin Optical, the Stadium Sports Grill, and also Wolf's Plumbing and Heating for our halftime show. So after that timeout, Spearfish has 4 timeouts, and Hill City's got 1.
Wow, yeah, they've been knocking out the timeouts, but they've needed them. And now Gibbs, was that Gibbs?
That was Sire.
Sire,
he actually got away with a double dribble.
He did.
Quickly, and almost looked like he saw Shara Hodges wide open underneath, and it almost surprised him to force the double dribble and throw it out of bounds. Deep three, Franzen got it. Uh-oh.
Yep.
52-65.
So 13 now the lead still for Spearfish. Again, this is a great learning moment for Spearfish. If they end up winning, it is simply, look what happens when a team that you're playing doesn't quit.
Into the corner, here's Southern for 3, and he answers.
That was a big one.
Much needed 3 for Mason Southern.
Yeah, Southern in the corner. You can see a little bit of hand up there, but he knocked it down. And now the lead back up to 16.
Yes, Spearfish led by as much of, what, 24? Oh, here it was. I did not get the score going into the third quarter. But they led 36-15 at half.
Right. I think it got up as high as 22 or 24, but it was a sizable lead, and it could look like it was just kind of going to spiral. But, of course, Hill City, you mentioned it before they even made the comeback. They're still playing hard. They're playing hard. They're going after loose balls. They're just missing some of their shots, and now lately they've just finally come back to life shooting from the field.
It was 57-32 at the end of the third quarter. And that was one of the larger leads. I think, 27. 25. And then a turnover forced by Spearfish as Franzen called for the travel. Again, Coach Harvey's Hill City squad, 1 timeout the rest of this contest, I believe barring overtime.
And now Cam Davis dribbling the ball off the back of his, or was that
Southern.
Mason?
So Spearfish looking to just burn some clock, not letting Hill City get any more opportunities as Vervruska through the lane, couldn't get the ball to go, and the rebound goes to Venin Clausen.
Good box out by Clausen there.
Now get ready for Hill City to throw in bombs over Baghdad. Inside, Venin Clausen on the roll, no good. Great defense by Cade Vervruska.
Actually kind of maybe a little trick there. They went inside, maybe Spearfish trying to overplay outside.
Corton wants to go baseline. We'll go back out to Gibbs. Gibbs through the lane into the corner. Corner 3. Cam Davis off rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Venin Clausen. Great box out on Cooper Gibbs. Those two have gone at it tonight. It's been fun to watch. As now here is Bueller, goes into the corner. The ball is deflected up and stolen away outside. One more pass. Here's the corner. 3, no good. And again, leaping for the rebound was Bennett Corton. And then a body on Franzen.
Yeah, Franzen didn't quite get in front of him there. Corton kind of lowered his shoulder there a little bit, but there was
trying to help initiate the contact. Again, Hill City, they will host top probably number 2 team in Sioux Falls Christian, making the trip all the way from Sioux Falls to Ginn's Gym in Hill City next week.
I was going to say they at least, after playing as many games as they have in 6 days.
No, Hill City needs a break.
They need
I do not blame them.
A break. Yeah.
It's their 4th game in 6 days.
Yikes.
Right after the Christmas break, mind you. So it's one way to get the boys in shape. Second shot, 2 for 2 from this go-around for Corton. Spearfish hit their season-high scoring, 70 points. Their original season high was 67 versus Belfouche, and they scored 65 versus Stevens. Empty possession for Hill City. Now up floor, Corton is not able to get the bucket, but Franzen with the guilty party on the layup.
You see the layup there, and a lot of contact the whole way. So Corton trying to add to that point total.
So Corton, again, who's been making his living at the free throw line here today, as he does hit the first. 5 points this 4th quarter, and I believe all of them are from the free throw line.
Wow. Need those too. So
Spearfish has got 3 players in double figures, and then 2 with 9. 15 from Mason Southern. You have 15 from Bennett from Cade Vavruska. And Corton will end with 9. Cam Davis will end with 9. And we got a host of subs on the floor for the Spartans. Not before we have a timeout, because I believe Coach Laramie Harvey will look to do the same. So let's see, who do we got in here for the Spartans? We start off with Sam Marcus, the 6'1" senior center. Tucker Olson, we've seen him on the diamond in the summer. Good baseball player, 6'1" junior forward, averaging a point and a third a game. We'll also see, I believe, Isaac Wilson, a 5'10" senior forward. Alex Eisner, a 6' junior forward. And the last one, I did not see who.
Not sure out there.
Maybe Peyton Jones? We'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
Coming up next for, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say the numbers are covered up, but we'll figure it out.
Meanwhile, for Hill City, let's see if we can get through them. Nick Schrader, seen him earlier today. He's in the game, as well as Alan Harvey. Number 25, that is Carson Kolb. 33, that is Braylon Ron. Ron has the ball right now at the last minute, 8 left to go.
Keegan Ozuna,
that's who we're missing for the Spartans. Ron, guarded by Olson, loses the ball momentarily. Now Harvey, Alan Harvey, stops the drive outside to Hill City, and that's Ron. Making a move is Schrader on Ozuna, back outside, that is Kolb. Harvey losing the ball, outside, downtown Spearfish, and the shot just a bit short for Ron, and Ron looks at the coach and goes, darn it.
Well, 20-point lead for Spearfish here as we're down to the final 35 seconds.
So Spearfish will look to improve to 5-0 on the season. They will be at Douglas. Here's Isaac Wilson, 3-pointer off back rim, no good. Marcus, putback, not quite there. As now Harvey through the lane, and short little jumper, that is good. Getting to the scorebook, that's James Du Bois. He hits 2 shots, and now with Ozuna, will dribble out the ball, and will probably do it tonight in Spearfish. Spartans improved to 5-0, beating the Hill City Rangers. It got a little dicey toward the ending of the contest, but they get the win tonight, 72-54, and what was a pretty good contest from start to finish.
It was, and Spearfish actually, 10-0 to start this thing, and just kind of shot out to that quick lead there, and it kind of sent Hill City reeling a little bit. And then, of course, they were unable to hit some shots that if they were able to hit could have kept a little bit better pace with Spearfish. Perhaps change things down the road, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So Spearfish gets the 18-point victory tonight, 72-54.
We'll have our short Stadium Sports post-game show coming up next right here on KDSJ Sports.
Todd Poling and the A&W team are excited to be bringing the classic A&W brand back to Spearfish in the Northern Black Hills. And they're even more excited to be cheering on the Spearfish Spartans. Stop in for delicious burgers, chicken tenders, cheese curds, and of course their world-famous root beer made fresh in-house every day. Scan the QR code on your screen or mention the code Spartans25 for 10% off orders all day, every day. A&W and Spearfish, inside Walmart on 1st Avenue. Let's go Spartans!
In a world of few guarantees, Jake's Collision Repair stands behind all of their work with a lifetime guarantee. Jake's Collision Repair uses only original parts made by your vehicle's manufacturer instead of lower quality aftermarket parts. Certified technicians work with the latest state-of-the-art equipment, and Jake's Collision Repair is preferred by most insurance companies and works with all of them. Jake's Collision Repair, 2416 Junction Avenue in Sturgis and 4415 East Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish.
Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is here when you need us for the extreme athletes or those everyday activities. From kiddos with broken bones to retirees with creaky knees. Whether you're pumping iron or planting petunias, we'll be in our clinic locations throughout the region working together. Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, getting you moving again so you can confidently say, I'm back. Go to monument.health/orthopedics to find out more.
You see them everywhere. That's because Heinzerling Concrete of Spearfish is the most trusted name for everything from driveways, sidewalks, decorative stamp patios, and of course, foundations. Heinzerling Concrete is proud to support the activities that help our area youth build their foundation for future success. Whatever the job, Heinzerling Concrete is the name you can trust. Google Heinzerling Concrete in Spearfish or call 210-2320.
Clayson Davis, Paul James in the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth. Again, if you missed any of the action tonight, go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel so then you can stay up to date whenever we go live next time, especially when next week we're going to be in Douglas for the Spartans and the Patriots basketball doubleheader. It is our Stadium Sports Grill postgame show in downtown Spearfish where sports fans meet. Paul, any final thoughts before we dive into the stats?
Let's just hit them.
Who are we hitting?
Well, we're hitting the stats.
Oh.
And we're hitting the replay. No.
I hit it.
Oh, wow. We're hitting the replays, too, showing some of the highlights from throughout the game here as well, if you're watching with us still. And quite a few of them as we look at some inside plays, some block shots, and a little bit of everything tonight.
As let's start off.
Even a dunk.
Even a dunk.
Yeah, and a missed dunk. So
yeah. We literally had everything.
A little bit of everything.
Earlier today, we had a bunch of rubber ducks going absolutely wild on the floor. So, yeah, everything happened tonight. Another reason why you should subscribe to KDSJ Sports. You don't know what's going to happen.
You just don't know.
Looking at the scoring, starting off for Hill City, according to my unofficial stats, and we all know how well I can do math, 18 points apiece for Zane Messick and Dax Franzen. They had 6 points and 4 points at halftime.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and they started to light it up in the second half.
9 points by Messick in the fourth quarter, and in the second half, 14 points from Franzen. So, again, the Hill City Rangers can score really at a moment's notice. So, again, they led the way with 18. You also had 4 points from Isaiah Brewer. We didn't see him much the second half, but we also had 4 points and a dunk from Brenson Venenklassen. 2 points from Mason Bueller, I believe. That might not be completely accurate, but
hey, you tried.
I tried. That is scoring for the Hill City Rangers, who finish 54 points. That is the most points Spearfish have allowed this season. That used to be Rapid City Stevens with 47, but Spearfish also hit their high point mark tonight as they also went over 70 for the first time. For Hill City, this is the second time this season they've allowed over 70 points. They gave up 73 to the number 2 ranked team in Class A West Central. Going to be number 1. Coach Hollenbeck has did a lot for that West Central spot. Anyway,
yeah, you knew wherever he went that there would be a good team that followed. So
Spearfish, they had 3 athletes into double figures. That is Mason Southern, 15, Cade Vavruska, 15, and I have Cooper Gibbs for 15. So they lead the Spartans in scoring. 9 points from Bennett Corton, Cam Davis. We usually think of those two as the main point scorers, but they are the second place winners tonight, or tied for second. You also had 5 points from from Carson Sire, 3 points from Thomas Hughes, that big three-pointer. 72 for the Spartans here tonight. Let's name a superior performer, shall we?
We do.
Brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions and Spearfish. Give them a call at 605-642-9111 or see their inventory online at superioroutosd.com. As we're going to go ahead and give it to Mason Southern, tonight's superior performer. 15 points, the point guard. His point total high. I believe that's his career high in points as well, at least what we've seen on KDSJ-TV, as we see right there, him getting the layup. He got most of his damage in the paint tonight as well.
There's
for
that dunk
Southern.
we were talking about there.
Yeah, Southern did not dunk it for the record.
No, he
but,
did not.
Oh, yep, there it is, Venon Clausen. But anyways, yeah, most of the points for Southern actually came, in the paint. So
yes,
Southern 5'7" point guard backing down some Hill City Rangers and able to split through some double teams and get some points in the paint. And for his efforts, Mason Southern is tonight's Superior Auto Solutions superior performer, being brought to you by the good folks here in Spearfish. Again, voting for December is up for our Superior Performer of the Month. Go ahead and visit our website at kdsj980.com. Cast your votes now, as voting will end at the end of the month. As we continue with our post-game show, brought to you by the Stadium Sports Grill and Spearfish. I want to thank them again for coming along with KDSJ Sports, as well as all of our sponsors. And let's see what else happened tonight on our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Paul, you got the honors.
I can tell you right now, Miami is leading Ole Miss in that game, 24-19, 4 minutes left.
Ooh.
Ole Miss has got the football. They're down by 5. They got the football. And they're at the Miss 48, so right at midfield. So exciting ending to that game.
Winner goes to the national championship. It's either going to be a 6 seed or a 10 seed, because we definitely have that on our bingo card at the beginning of this playoffs.
Is it onto the championship?
Yeah,
from
this
here?
is semifinal.
It's the Final Four?
Yep.
Wow. I lost track.
Oregon, and it's a longer season with the extended playoff and all the craziness. Of course, the transfer portal is going on. College football is just a Before we get into that, what else is going on?
All right, Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Brandon Valley, the only other game, beat Brookings tonight, 62-36 in boys hoops. Not a lot on the schedule from any area teams either. Stanley County beat McLaughlin 63-18. No score from Pine Ridge and St. Francis Indian tonight. That score did not get reported. Timberlake beat Faith 58-42 tonight. Jones County beat Phillip 54-47, and that is all we see is no scoring from Bison and Takini. Looking at girls hoops from earlier tonight in AA action, Brandon Valley all over Brookings tonight. Harrisburg beat Pierre. It was Lennox over Huron as well. Of course, Spearfish got Hill City tonight 53-35. Some other scores that we can sneak into before we wrap it up. Again, I didn't see anything from Custer and Mapaialuda tonight.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say Mapaialuda won.
I'm gonna as well too. I would agree with you there. Bennett County all over Hot Springs tonight, 75-18 in girls hoops. Harding County beat McIntosh 80-17.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
And do we have any more? Lemon beat New England, North Dakota 55-28, the final there, and that looks like pretty much all the area scores.
Huh.
There you go.
Well, That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it is.
Coming up next for KDSJ Sports, we will be in Box Elder for the boys and girls doubleheader of the Spearfish Spartans taking on Isaiah Brewer's old team, the Douglas Patriots. As that's coming up. Actually, no, I lied. That is next week. But first, it's Lee Deadwood boys basketball at Belfouche.
All right.
So we'll have some Class A Black Hills Conference matchups coming up next Tuesday with the 6:30 tip-off. Boys only, Lee Deadwood at Belfouche, as Spearfish 5-0, ranked in the top 4. Of course, the boys Class AA power poll has Sioux Falls Lincoln as the top team, Huron, Sioux Falls Roosevelt, then Spearfish there in the top 4, and then T-Area. With Mitchell, Watertown, O'Gorman receiving votes. Mitchell with a thrilling last-second buzzer beater inside the brand-new Mitchell High School gym.
Oh, man,
that
what
thing
a great place.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Paul and I were there for the Sodak 16 volleyball game, in case you remember. That was the auxiliary gym that we were in, and that was still impressive.
And that was every bit as nice as a lot of main gyms, and we peeked into the main gym. We weren't in there because they had a gymnastics meet.
I think it was, state gymnastics or something like that.
I mean, surrounded bleachers all the way around, all four sides.
Even on the baselines. I mean,
yep, very nice school.
I mean, going to give the Corn Palace its props because it is the one and only Corn Palace. But
yeah, but that's a pretty nice place.
That's a pretty nice gym.
Yep.
So, again, Mitchell receiving votes. Sioux Falls Christian not going to be the #1 team next week as they lost to West Central. And, of course, we'll just check out Class B since we're here. Viborg Hurley has been nothing short of dominant this year. Castlewood, last year's state champions, they are 3rd. Wall has been receiving votes, though. The Eagles have put on a strong little resume. Kind of hit some turbulence here with the holiday tournaments and classics. But, again, good stuff from the Wall Eagles. Spearfish, again, will be at Douglas next, then before they host Hot Springs, then at Mapia-Luta and at St. Thomas More. And the Hill City Rangers will host Sioux Falls Christian next week, next Thursday, at Ginn's Gym. So the Chargers having to travel clear across the state, and Hill City trying to prevent 5 straight losses. Paul, anything to add?
That'll about do it. It's time to head out.
It is time to head out. For everyone at KDSJ Sports, and also thank to all of our sponsors, including A&W Root Beer, The Auto Doctor, Bank of the West, Beef Logic, Dana Dental Arts, Eaton Construction. Also want to thank our friends at Fisher Sand and Gravel, Gold Dust, Maverick Steakhouse, Heiserland Concrete, Jake's Collision Repair, Junix, the Millstone Family Restaurant, Monument Health, Pillin Optical, the Stadium Sports Grill with our post-game show where sports fans meet. Thank you for everyone tuning on from the stadium. Also want to thank Tropical Smoothie Cafe with our replay and our highlight reel, and Wolf's Plumbing and Heating for the halftime show. Join us again next Tuesday for Lee Deadwood High School basketball versus Belfouche, and that'll do it for tonight's broadcast in Spearfish. For Paul James, I'm Clayson Davis signing off here on KDSJ Sports. Everyone have a great rest of your week and weekend.